Welcome to the Campus Edge, a production of Butler Community College.
Produced by students and for everybody.
Right you are, Zeb. This week our stories are all about food. From donuts to monster foods, we have it all.
And what do you get when you put it all together?
Why, another award-winning episode of the Campus Edge.
Elijah, how do you usually start your day?
Well, I typically take a shower and then I get something to eat.
What would you say is your favorite breakfast food?
Oh, that's a tough one, but I think that'd have to be donuts. No sprinkles, though.
Perfect. Then you'll enjoy my piece on a couple local donut shops which reign supreme in downtown El Dorado. Let's take a look.
Roll it!
Hi, I'm Zeb Campbell from the Campus Edge, and since this is the food episode, I thought I'd do Battle of the Local Donuts. We have Russell's Daylight Donuts and Turner's Donuts, both from El Dorado, Kansas. I'm gonna have a couple people come in and blind taste test them and see which one's better.
Fried at a higher temperature, obviously. A little more sugar on this one than that one. Even though they're both totally coated, and this can't be good for you either way you go. Obviously, American donuts, they just don't have the subtlety of like a French pastry or a softer texture, more like Wonder Bread. So I guess that difference in temperature does show. Very delicate and light. You could.
I think this one tastes more fresh, and the batter is lighter. Like, I can tell the difference that this tastes thicker. Yeah, so I like it better when it's light and, I don't know, soft and fluffy, I guess.
I like this one. It's a lot like more melting in the mouth and squishier. This one's a lot harder, but still good. But that one's better.
They look like they would taste different and they don't, and that bothers me. But that one's a lot more like textured, I guess. This was a little more rough. It's hard to explain. I'm very confused. I prefer this one though because it's very soft.
This one's better. I think this one is just more, has like more of a buttery flavor instead of just like, this one tastes like a regular donut, I think.
The results are in. 4 for Turner's Donuts and 2 for Russell's Daylight Donuts. From the BCTV Channel 20, I'm Zeb Campbell.
Not the ending you were expecting, was it, Elijah?
No, but it was very satisfying to find out where I'm going to be getting my donuts from now on.
Not many can claim the title of Donut King, and they definitely earned it.
It sure is a monster reputation to live up to.
Speaking of monsters, our next package is about the monster foods that test your iron stomach.
That's right. Reporter Hunter Morgan took a bullet for us and decided to try his hand at making some monster food after his last trip to Brahms.
We really should have stopped him at this, but where's the fun in that?
What's up? I'm Hunter Morgan here with the Campus Edge. Today I'm going to try, with a few friends, a monster food that I've picked out and literally made up on the spot. So let's get right into that.
All right, so I've just been tasked with reviewing this food. I'm going to take off my jacket. So thanks to Hunter Morgan for the opportunity to try this. We'll see how it goes. So as I've been instructed, I'm going to put these all in one piece. I'll probably start with this chili. Get this food so I can put that on there properly. I don't know if you're going to be able to use any of this footage, but, you know, it's nice to have, just in case. Alright. It's kind of some gross-looking chili. Definitely don't want to eat it, but I'm going to, because Hunter's a good friend of mine. Let's go ahead and do the same to the other side. That's going to be a mess. All right, bottoms up, as they say. Okay, so the chili by itself is kind of gross, right? But with the cheese and with the two different meats, the burger and the chicken strip here, I think it's a good time. Oh. Very messy, but you know, it makes it feel like you're eating kind of a juicier burger, which I think is a very good time. I'm getting a phone call right now, but I'm gonna ignore that. Yeah, I'd say if I was to like rate this out of 10, you know, maybe like a 6. I might pick it over other things, but it's definitely not like a favorite.
Well, I'm Mia Rodriguez, and I'm gonna try this monster food. So, let's see here. Take the bun. I've never had their chili before, so it is nerve-wracking slightly. Oh, that gets messy. I'm not trying to be clean, but at the same time I am. That's, yep. And a chicken tender. Good, perfect size. This is not gonna be to put in one bite. How do I take a bite of this? Very ladylike of me. It's not bad. It's not terrible. Maybe like one day I was craving a chicken tenders and chili cheeseburger combo, then I would definitely do it again. I don't know when that day would be. But right now, you know, it's not too bad. So on a scale of 1 to 10, I would say a 5. There you go.
So I felt bad that I made everybody else eat this and not myself. So I'm going to try this. Only difference is I forgot to say nothing on it, so I have more on it. So that'll be a neat experience. So first I'm going to pile some chili on this boy, and then put some a chicken tender on top of that. And hopefully it's not as bad as it seems it will be. Like a dat. Ooh. You can't really crush it either, so that's good. Now, first, it's not only all right. So this does look extremely disgusting, but you know, that's kind of the point of this monster food thing, because it doesn't usually look appetizing. All right, so I say first taste, there's a lot of weird flavors that probably shouldn't be combined, but it's not a terrible thing, so it's not half bad. Now, am I going to get this more? Probably not, but I mean, it's a solid thing if you're hungry enough and willing enough to try literally anything. I'll give it a 6 out of 13. Other than that, I'd say it's pretty mediocre, but also definitely satisfy your hunger if you want it bad enough. Wow, wasn't that mediocre? Yeah, you bet. All right, so I think that's all I got for here. And other than that, I'll see you later.
We have more great stories coming up about all different kinds of food. Back after this.
Oh, look, a redhead. Staring contest. You still got it. I know.
Come alive with the forest.
The dad was cute.
You were looking right at us. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Patriotism. It inspires passionate debate, and it's worn like a badge of honor with good reason. Because it means love and devotion for one's country. But what really makes up this country of ours? It's the people. To love America is to love all Americans. This year, patriotism shouldn't just be about pride of country. It should be about love. Love beyond age, sexuality, disability, race, religion, and other labels. Because love has no labels.
Okay, so we drowned the fire.
Yep.
Stirred it. drowned it again, and now just feel if it's cold.
Yeah.
Cool.
Smokey just gave me a bear hug.
I know. I already posted it.
Man, I don't know what's worse, seeing all that food put together like that or how hungry I am because of it.
I agree, but we still have more show to go.
The worst part is that I was in the next piece and I'm starting to remember how good that food was.
Stay strong, Elijah. We can make this.
Okay, let's take a good look at old Zach's piece on which fast food joint has the best chicken tenders.
I even heard Zach got Kyle to help out.
I mean, we all know that the only reason he helped was for free food.
I mean, most likely.
Hello and welcome to Running on Empty Food Reviews. Just kidding. I'm Campus Edge reporter Zach Schwarzenberger, and I may not be much of a food critic, but that hasn't stopped me from wondering about the food here in El Dorado. For instance, what fast food joint has the best chicken tenders? Well, lucky for us, I decided to put together a test to see which chicken tender would reign supreme. I began by finding out which places in El Dorado served chicken strips, and then I narrowed it down to 4. I came up with McDonald's, Brahms, KFC, and Freddy's. After choosing our 4 contenders, I then chose a few students at random to help be taste testers. First up in Cup A is McDonald's Tenders.
So here I've got chicken strip A. It's definitely a familiar look. I'm thinking this is probably McDonald's, but you know, who knows? Let's find out. That is a quality strip. It's not quite as crunchy as I would like, but it's very meaty, very hearty chicken strip.
Doesn't have much real taste to it.
It's okay. Like, the crunch isn't that great. It's kind of soft.
It's quite crispy, and I enjoy that. You really taste the pepper and stuff in it.
Next up in Cup B is Brahms Chicken Tenders.
This one also smells like chicken. That one's sweeter. I kind of like the crunch more. I kind of like that one so far. B is better than A.
B is not as good as A, which is usually what happens, but I still don't know about the other two, but so far A has been my best.
Tastes pretty similar. Tastes like chicken. Has a little bit more of an aftertaste.
Kind of changes flavor as you bite it, as you chew it. Very weird. Not a big fan of that one.
Our next tender in Cup C is from KFC.
I think C stands for like crunchy because I was a little, there's such thing as too crunchy. That kind of, and it for some reason felt like it was literally dipped in gravy despite being a plain chicken strip, which I can't tell if it's good or bad or not, so I guess that's up to the opinions of others.
Definitely got a tang to it, a little spice. A little sweet too.
That is certainly KFC chicken. I can tell you that much right now. You know, it's not bad. Not to steal the words of another reviewer, but it does kind of taste like it's been dipped in gravy.
I don't know, it's not as sweet as the other one. I don't like the crunch as much, but you get kind of like that tingly feeling on your little tongue.
And our final tender in Cup D is from Freddy's.
Last one. No, that was definitely the crunchiest. I don't think I like that one.
No, yeah, that's just a weird tasting chicken strip.
This one's kind of soft too.
D just kind of tastes like a potato, and I don't know why, because it's not a potato, it's chicken strip. But it tastes like a straight up potato, and that's not good. So I don't know what to say about D.
The only thing left is for our participants to give us their final vote.
I would definitely go with chicken strip C. You know, I feel like there's less adorning I have to do. I don't have to do any dipping, and even if I was to, I would get some gravy so I can get some extra gravy flavor, because gravy's beautiful.
I would say that A is probably my favorite because it was very savory. It had the right texture on the inside, very scrumptious. Had the right amount of crunch, and then also had the tenderness in the inside, and it had just that, everybody wants that like moist kind of chicken instead of like this dry or like super soaked chicken. So I'd say A would probably be the best fit.
So now we're talking about these two. This one was sweet, it was nice, I liked it. This one was like kind of spicy, but not like, it wasn't killing me because I can't actually take spice. I'm not good at that. I'm too fragile.
And I'm really bad at decisions, so I'm gonna think about this for as long as I can sing the Jeopardy theme song. I'm going with C.
To me, it's probably between B and C. I don't know, this one had a lot more of the flavor, but I'm not sure if I liked the spice. I really like the seasoning on this. I'm gonna go with B.
So after some vigorous testing, we found out that one person chose McDonald's, one chose Brahms, two chose KFC, and no one chose Freddy's. Not to say anything bad on Freddy's though, personally, that's my favorite. I guess what we should take away is that everyone has their own tastes. But, according to our tests, KFC is still living up to their name. That's all I've got for this episode, but make sure to stay tuned to the Campus Edge for more food-related content.
You know what food we haven't covered yet, Elijah?
We haven't covered any types of drinks yet.
Yes, but we'll save drinks for later.
Then what are we missing?
It's obvious, isn't it? We've skipped dessert.
I can't believe I forgot about dessert. It's my favorite part.
That's right. Reporter Emily Jordan took a look at 8 Degrees Below, a popular ice cream place over in Wichita. Let's go check it out.
I'm Campus Edge reporter Emily Jordan, and as warmer weather is around the corner, you need a place to get your sweet treats. Here at 8 Degrees Below, you can get your favorite ice cream flavors. I talked with trained ice cream rollers for more information.
Up in Wichita, we're not the only store. I mean, we got 2 stores, but it's one in the mall, it's one out west, I believe, and there's another one somewhere else, I believe. There's no inside seating either, so more people are gonna come here. So it's fresh from the start, so fresh fruit, if you get anything with fruit in it, fresh products, that's what really about it. I'll say a lot of people order off the signature flavors. Top flavors are probably like brownie mix, cookies and cream, and the mango tango one. My favorite flavor is monkey business. It's bananas and, what is it? Banana and Nutella. And
yeah, you kind of just get tossed in the water and go for it. They show you one time, it's not too, like the technique's not too difficult. So once they show you, they just let you start doing it and just keep practicing until you got it. Mostly entertainment value. Like that's a lot of our fan base is people coming to watch it, get on Snapchat, social media and whatnot. So that's probably our biggest advantage we have doing that. Especially since the winter months have been, it's cold, we're indoor, got a lot more customers than downtown one. And we are opening one in Derby soon, so we're just continuing to expand. People do create their own a lot, but signatures are definitely the most popular. Basic, I like the cookie and cream. I love me some Oreos.
You can get one of their signature flavors or create your own. 8 Degrees Below is now at 2 locations, Rock Road or East Douglas, open from 2 to 9 p.m. For BCTV Channel 20, I'm Emily Jordan.
With only one story left, we're coming to a close at the end of our show, but it's not over yet. The tradition continues after this spot break.
Hi. Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help. You were probably gonna turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right?
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on him.
Thomas, you've got prediabetes. But with more exercise and a change in diet, it can be reversed.
I've tried exercising. It just makes me hungry for bacon.
I love bacon too. And who really likes to exercise?
Not me.
Me neither.
Nobody. So we're good?
What? Oh, you still have prediabetes. Big time.
And that's that. We're down to one piece for this show.
Exactly. And that means that this story is about the drinks that you hinted at earlier.
Right, but not the kind of drinks that we could have right now.
Of course, we can't have drinks right now. Drinks aren't allowed in the studio.
That's not what I meant.
What exactly do you mean, Zeb?
I'll just let Mia's package explain it itself. It'll do a much better job.
Hi, I'm Campus Edge reporter Mia Rodriguez, standing in front of Central Standard Brewery in downtown Wichita, Kansas. And right now they're getting ready for their annual Women's Brew for the Wichita Sexual Assault Prevention Center. Check it out.
Emily Boyd. I'm one of the co-owners at Central Standard Brewing. My husband, Andy, and then our partners, Ian and Summer Crane, started CSB almost 3 years ago. So today is our annual Women's Brew Day, and we are participating in International Women's Brew Day. So all over the world, there are breweries that have women brewing beer. It's actually tomorrow, March 8th, is International Women's Day. We just get a head start on it because of scheduling conflicts. And we are brewing Lunicorn. So we brewed Lunicorn last year. This is the first year that we did it. And it's a Hefeweizen. Last year we did a kiwi Hefeweizen, and this year we have a pink peppercorn and grapefruit Hefeweizen. The thing that we love about about Lunicorn is it's a chance for us to get into the brew house. But we pick a group to work with every year for Lunicorn to give the proceeds to. So this year we're doing WASAC, Wichita Area Sexual Assault Center, and we'll be donating a portion of the proceeds for the entire batch of Lunicorn, and then having a release party in April. April is also Sexual Assault Awareness Month, so it's a good time for us to remind the community about WASAC, the services it provides. We also had one of their Safe Bar Alliance representatives come in and work with our staff on making sure CSB is always a safe place for people to come have a good time.
Ian Crane, co-founder and head brewer at Central Standard Brewing. The girls are brewing what they call Lunicorn, and they do it once a year. And it is a Hefeweizen, so it's a German wheat beer. So there's about 56% wheat in this beer. We've got Kansas raw wheat, flaked wheat, and malted wheat. So it's going to be a lot of fun. There's going to be a nice haze and a soft mouthfeel with this one. So it went over huge last year, so we're really excited to see how it goes this year. And there's special glassware as well. So it's going to be a really fun event when we tap it. Let's see what else here. As far as the brewing process goes, like what's going on now, you might hear it in the background, milling in the malt. So it goes through a grain crusher to kind of break open the kernels, and that will expose the starch. And then what we're going to do is soak the fractured grain that's been broken open, that we're going to steep that in 150-degree water for about an hour, and that's going to convert starches to sugars, carbohydrates. After we've got that conversion, then we're going to pump the beer over, transfer the beer over to our boil kettle, and that's where it'll be boiled for an hour. And during that hour, there'll be 3 different hop additions. There'll be an early addition before the boil starts, a middle addition at about the 30-minute mark, and then about a 10-minute addition before the boil is done. After the boil, then we're going to cool the wort down. We're going to transfer it through a heat exchange, which is going to cool what we're going to call wort now. It's before it's beer, so it's essentially sugar water. We're going to send that wort at 212 degrees through our heat exchange. That will cool it down, let's say we'll cool it down to about 68 degrees. And after it's cooled down to that 68 degrees, we're adding oxygen to the wort. This is the only time we want to introduce oxygen into the beer. It's going to help give beer nutrients. It uses that oxygen to reproduce and create more yeast cells. So we're going to add some oxygen and then send it over to the fermenter. And the fermenters, as you can see behind us, are big stainless vessels with cone-shaped bottoms on them. And from there, the beer will start fermentation. That wort is going to be eaten up. The sugars in the wort are going to be eaten up by the yeast, and the byproduct of the yeast eating the wort is going to be CO2, ethyl alcohol, or alcohol in the beer, and then flavors made of esters excuse me, which are made of esters and phenols, and so that's where we're going to get some flavors in this beer. In this German-style wheat beer, there's going to be aromas of banana and clove, which are going to work really nice with this style of beer. And so after that fermentation is done, we will cool the beer down to kind of drop out some of that yeast, and then we'll transfer the beer over to our cold room, where we will carbonate the beer and then serve it on tap here at the brewery. So it's going to be an exciting brew. The girls this is their second time doing it, so they know what they're doing and know what they want to do, and it's going to be a really fun beer this year.
Come on down to a local brewery down in Wichita, Kansas. Bring your friends, family, and remember to drink responsibly. For BCTV Channel 20, I'm Mia Rodriguez.
And that brings us to the end of our food show for spring of 2018.
And what a delicious one it was at that.
Next show, we get to escape the studio and take Campus Edge on the road to BG Products Veteran Sports Complex. A couple episodes after that, we're done.
We'll have to see what the rest of the semester has left for us. We're not done yet.
Right. And if you want to see this episode again, tune in weekdays at 11 a.m. or previous shows at 6:30 p.m. on BCTV Channel 20.
Or you can check them all out on our YouTube channel, Butler Student Media.
And this has been
The Campus Edge.